In this chapter, we will cover the various items you should consider when modeling a new SOLIDWORKS part. This will consist of where to begin with the modeling process, followed by how to go about selecting the appropriate plane for your part. We will then examine the design intent of the model, along with how to manipulate the feature manager tree as you create the new part. We will also discuss how the parent and child relationships work and how to edit existing parts in an efficient manner. We will conclude the chapter with examining the benefits of how the Instant 3D feature can expedite your design process, along with how to assign a material, measure existing features, and how to check the mask properties. Now, let's take a look at the part we have on the screen. This part, when broken down into its most basic shape, is nothing more than a rectangular block. In fact, if we take the rollback bar and roll it back to the very beginning of the feature manager tree, you will notice the part design started as a rectangular block. And as we move down the feature manager tree, you will see we created the model by keeping our sketches simple and then extrude cutting each sketch as we progress through the model. I always tell my beginning SOLIDWORKS students to keep their sketches simple, fully define their sketches, and work through the model one item at a time. The students who tend to struggle the greatest with SOLIDWORKS are the ones who develop complex sketches, do not fully define their sketches, and try to rush through the model without thinking through it. Even though it is not required that you fully define your sketches, it is good practice to do so as a new SOLIDWORKS user. As you gain more experience with the SOLIDWORKS software, you can then focus on creating your models more efficiently. But as a new user, I recommend that you break the model down into small bite-sized pieces and develop the model in a systematic fashion. If we take a look at another model, you will notice the model is circular in shape and can be created by taking a few different approaches. While this model could be developed by creating a sketch circle and then extruding it, I think you will find it to be more efficient to sketch a profile of the part and then revolve about an axis. Let's take a look at how this model was created. If we go to the feature manager tree and roll it back, and then take a look at the sketch, you will see we created a simple sketch and then revolved about a center axis. And then moving down the feature manager tree, you will notice we added one cut extrude feature and then applied a circular pattern and then a few fillets. In closing, I highly recommend when you begin modeling a new part as a new SOLIDWORKS user that you break the model down into its most primitive shape. Create that shape and then slowly progress through the features in an orderly fashion. Remember, even though it's not required that you fully define your sketches, it's good practice as a new student to do so as you create your new SOLIDWORKS models. Now this will end our lesson on where to begin with modeling a SOLIDWORKS part. Now let's move on to the next lesson on how to select the appropriate plane for your model.